This is a true story about how the Japanese police freed 365 people from a hijacked airplane. The hijacking occurred in 1995 at Hakodate Airport in Hokkaido, Japan. On board an All Nippon Airways Boeing flight, about an hour before landing, a 53-year-old man named Fumio Kutsumi stood up and held a screwdriver to the neck of a flight attendant and demanded everyone to listen to him. He claimed that he was working with a man called Shoko Asahara, who was an infamous cult leader in Japan. Shoko Asahara was responsible for a terrorist attack earlier that year at a Tokyo subway station that killed 14 people. Fumio Kutsumi also claimed that he had people working with him inside the bottom of the aircraft, and also had explosives on him, so everyone should better listen up to what he had to say. He then began using threatening words to the passengers, asking if any of them were ready to die. The police came to the runway near the plane to negotiate the releasing of the passengers. The purpose for Fumio Kutsumi's hijacking of the plane was for the cult leader Shoko Asahara to be released from prison. The incident was also broadcasted live throughout the country as it was happening. So the police didn't storm the plane immediately, as they believed Fumio Kutsumi had explosives and other men working for him inside the plane. However, after a background check on all the passengers inside the plane, the police found out that Fumio Kutsumi was the only suspicious passenger. Multiple passengers were using their mobile phones to text and secretly record videos to the police. Through the contact with the passengers, the police had strong evidence that the man was acting alone and he had no explosives. The standoff went from 12 p.m. noon to almost 4 a.m. in the morning, lasting for about 15 hours. After the police believed the man was working alone, they decided to storm into the aircraft at 3:42 a.m. They rescued all the hostages and arrested the man responsible. Only one passenger was harmed, with a mild stab wound from Fumio Kutsumi's screwdriver. After Fumio Kutsumi was placed in custody, he apologized for the hijacking. However, he also said that I just had to do it. It was discovered that he was a worker at a bank, but he was placed on leave due to a mental illness. Fumio Kutsumi was sentenced to 10 years in prison and also ordered to pay around $500,000 in civil fees to All Nippon Airways.